Hello guys. Now obviously once again Warzone is in a pretty bad state with the FFAR, M16 and Psychov's meta, although they have just announced that they will be nerfing the Psychov pistols, the FFAR, the M16 and also they're nerfing the Rose skin, which is something that we've been asking for over 6 months. When we'll actually see this update I have no idea, but I thought now would be a good time to talk about some other content on the channel. So if you didn't know already, I was originally a Battlefield creator to the absolute core. And that might come as a bit of a shock to you because a lot of my current audience probably only knows me as Warzone Loadout Man. Now, I'm sure you know by now, but there will be a new Battlefield game releasing this year, and the hype I've already seen for a game that hasn't even been announced yet has been absolutely massive. The reveal for the game is set for spring and then a full release in winter. I think we can safely say it will probably be modern combat, and if so, I am more hyped for this game than I have ever been for any Battlefield release. I have more hours in Battlefield 4 than I do in Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5 and Battlefield Hardline combined. Anyway, about a year ago, I said that I would still continue to play Battlefield when I stopped playing Battlefield 5, but that never happened, and I'm going to explain why. I'm going to be talking about some long-term issues with the Battlefield franchise and also my hopes for the new Battlefield game releasing this year. So, let's go back to mid-2020. Warzone is just out and Battlefield 5 announces their final update to the game and essentially stops development for any new content. Now, Warzone was already doing well for me, but I still wanted Battlefield to be part of my content on YouTube and Twitch. So I was hoping to stream some Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, and maybe some Battlefield 5. But then I started playing Warzone more regularly. I got spoiled by the features they have in that game. I had a group of friends that wanted to play every day. I had matchmaking so people couldn't session join my servers and stream snipe me, and there wasn't that many cheaters back then. But we all know that got worse over time. Now, Battlefield 5 at that time had a cheating epidemic. They had cheaters with 500 hours played with not a single ban on record. And you would report these guys over and over again and seemingly nothing would happen. And then the cheaters would start stream sniping the Battlefield 5 live streamers. So not only would you run into cheaters, you would run into cheaters specifically targeting live streamers until they went offline. If I start streaming Warzone with 3 or 4 times the viewers that I would have on Battlefield, and someone starts stream sniping me or even cheating against me, I can just block that player so I don't play in their servers again. Literally one player on Battlefield 5 could ruin your experience for an entire day because they can just keep joining your servers and there's literally nothing you can do to stop them. Now, it gets worse on other games such as Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield Hardline because the server networking is outdated and allows people to find IP addresses for players and servers easily. So if I went back to play Battlefield 4 or 3, then my servers would get DDoSed and taken offline, and yes, this still happens today. I honestly would love to livestream Battlefield 4 regularly again. You can obviously use a VPN to protect yourself, but the servers also get DDoSed, so you basically ruin everyone else's experience. Either way, why would I even bother risking the hassle? So after that, the only option left is Battlefield 1, and it's always fun to go back to, but I can only play it every so often. The gunplay is less enjoyable and it's more of a casual game, which was the great thing for the game at the time, but it just doesn't keep me as engaged as Battlefield 4 did. I have 2,700 hours in Battlefield 4 and I still yearn to play it today. And that's what I'm hoping for in Battlefield 2021. A modern combat game with great gunplay and movement and easy to learn mechanics, but with a high skill ceiling. Essentially an upgraded Battlefield 4. Larger scale combat, more customizable weapons, obviously a loadout system like Warzone would be amazing, with a proper anti-cheat and reporting tools to assist with harassment. This is just a reminder that I still love the Battlefield franchise, and I fully intend to carry on the legacy once it releases. And this time, I think I'll try and actually change things up, play with friends rather than solo, and try and make the best content I can, whilst also actually having fun. I really hope Battlefield doesn't have a form of skill-based matchmaking, because these casual FPS games with tons of RNG elements and massive player counts can become such a chore when you only play against the top 10 or 20% players. Maybe we can actually try some unusual weapons and challenges if the game is truly casual. Battlefield needs to find a way to balance teams on a server itself without splitting up friends or allowing players to manipulate the balance by stacking on one side. And this time they need to get the atmosphere right as well, because Battlefield 5 felt like a game with no soul and no solid direction. If you remember when the first BF5 trailer came out, it left everyone confused, and then when the game came out, it was completely different to what they showed in the trailer. They need a powerful trailer like Battlefield 1, hit the ground running, and then just blow everyone away with content. And people also keep asking me whether I think the next Battlefield will have a Battle Royale, and honestly, I don't know. And I feel like if they are going to do a Battle Royale, it needs to be way different from Firestorm. Because Firestorm for me was lackluster. The core gameplay was actually good, the gunplay and movement from Battlefield 5 and the addition of armor plates, which has obviously been adopted by Warzone, but it wasn't breaking the mold in any way other than the addition of literal tanks and capture points, and obviously good luck beating a tank in the final circle if you didn't pick up specific anti-tank weapons throughout the round. People say Firestorm would have been amazing if it went free to play, and I honestly don't believe that's true. I didn't have any urge to continue playing it regardless of the player counts. It was good, it was fun for a couple of months, and that's it. And let's not forget that if Battlefield does bring out its own Battle Royale, you're competing with Warzone. It would have to be basically a Warzone with additional features in the Battlefield style, and I just don't know whether they're going to take that risk and try and go head on with Warzone. Especially after Firestorm's popularity crashed just a couple of months after release. I don't know if they're going to take that risk again. I just hope that they stick to their roots and just focus on a small amount of really solid game modes like Operation, Conquest, maybe Rush, and not try to branch out into 100 different modes that obviously splits up the player base. You would not believe how long I've been waiting for a classic modern Battlefield experience. As for you guys, what do you think about the future of Battlefield? Is there anything that you're afraid that they're going to add? Is there anything that you would love for them to add? Let me know down in the comments. I just hope with the extra year of development they absolutely nail this one and we'll have content for at least another 2 to 3 years of modern Battlefield. Either way guys, I hope you enjoyed the little BF1 gameplay in the background, and hopefully the next Battlefield video will be the trailer reveal. See you then.